Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. My guest today is Gus McKenzie, the President-elect of Troy's Student Government Association. Gus, thanks for joining us here today.
No problem. Thank you.
And as I mentioned, the President-elect for the Student Government Association, an opportunity to take the reins of the SGA next school year.
Right.
Right now you're in that transition stage,
Yep.
getting things ready. But first and foremost, just give us a little bit of background about you and where you came from and how you got here.
So I came from Monroeville, Alabama, went to Monroe Academy, super small high school, graduated high school with 32 people. So coming to Troy was big for me. My mom came here, so that was kind of how I was introduced here. Came in, didn't know a single soul. I was the only person from my high school here, except for one other guy. And so I got involved with Freshman Forum. I did SGA in high school, and so doing Freshman Forum was big for me to get adjusted to campus. And then I was the director sophomore year, which really showed me how SGA works as a whole. And that's kind of what drove me to this point, I guess.
And now you've transitioned now to the leadership role. You're over everything. You were leader for Freshman Forum. Now you're leadership in SGA.
Yeah.
What made you, I guess, want to pursue this position and be the president?
I just enjoy service. I enjoy doing different things on campus and getting to know different students, and what better way to serve and to get to know students than to do this role. And also I enjoy meeting faculty such as yourself and everybody else that's involved on campus, and another great way to get to meet faculty is through this role. So,
and that was one of the things that you were campaigning on, is building those relationships. Let's kind of talk about what some of your plans are, especially built off of the platform you kind of campaigned on going into this. So
I just want to be more present at different things, different events, different clubs that are outside of my own comfort zone. I think that's very important to get students that I may not hang around all the time involved in different things, and so that will help them grow as people and grow myself.
And what are some of the other things that you've got on your plate heading into the next school year? Because you had a pretty detailed plan in your campaign of some things that you wanted to accomplish during your time.
Yeah. So the two major things. The first one, we got that increase in funding from the state. I want to push the university to use that to hire more faculty. There are some majors that are growing a lot bigger than their faculty are, which is increasing that class size, and that's something that we don't want. From working in admissions, I know that's one easy thing to sell. When you say that average class size 29, people love that, and I want to keep that. Second thing is the transit system. I don't want to fight parking like SGA has for however many years. I want to fight driving. If you don't have to drive, you don't have to park. So we can kind of work on the transit system there and get that more consistent. And
that's one of those things that maybe a lot of students will be interested in, trying to figure out better ways to get to and from campus. So, and now one of the things in the SGA in the past few years has been involvement and getting more people involved. And you kind of already touched that already about you getting out there and being a part of some organization. So maybe is that something that you're looking forward to as well, trying to get more students involved and becoming a part of the SGA?
Yeah, and our VPCA, Morgan Long, he is very excited to get more students involved and have more just smaller events on campus to kind of showcase what SGA is and how SGA can better them as students. And at the same time, just having all of our senators involved in other areas, let them be involved where they want to be. Having those senators involved is huge to get the SGA name out there. So.
And there's a lot that kind of on the plate, I guess, SGA. You're kind of inheriting one of the biggest projects that SGA has done over the past few years, and I've had Ashley here to talk about it. But in the process of getting this rec center all together, and is that something maybe too on your plate that you're looking at that you're excited about being part of that transitional phase?
I'm excited, just ready. They have pretty much all the plans in place now. It's just hoping that the weather keeps us on track. If we have a bunch of rain days, it's going to set it back, and so it's trying to limit that as much as possible, even though we have no control over the weather. Just trying to keep that together, and so we can get it up and ready to start.
And you talk about getting folks involved and getting to know people, and you work in admissions, and you've been an impact leader, so a lot of people have that knowledge of you in that regard, and so that kind of make you, I guess, in a better position to I guess maybe be a little more friendly and make contact and make touch with some of those people on campus.
I think so. Even I might be a little more recognizable because of impact and stuff like that, but just the experience of meeting that many people I meet somebody new every single day in admissions. It makes it easier for me to go contact them, and I have no problem with speaking to people. Is basically the experience that I've gained.
And now you get to take over the SGA next year. You'll be the president and have a lot looking forward to you there in the next year. And good luck, Gus.
I appreciate it.
And getting all that worked out, and looking forward to having you here again to talk about things that are going on at SGA as you become the official president of SGA. Thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.